these stairs, which I recently had built because you should have seen the ones before. Oh my goodness, they were horrible. To the upstairs of my garage. And you get to see all the junk. But what we're really about here is when we get to the top, all vintage clothing. Oh my goodness. Vintage hangers, vintage coats. That one is a beautiful wool. I may not have excellent light here, but I reluctantly am showing you when I tell you that I have stuff to go through fabric-wise. Oh my goodness. By this wall over here. Totes. Up on totes. Up on totes. And then if you walk back through here, boxes that were numbered at one point up into the 50s, many of which I've gotten rid of. Oh my goodness, you guys, I don't know. And some of these contain 1 year of my Mountain State Forest Festival leftover scraps. There's a whole line of totes. Oh my goodness. We can sure have fun. There will be totes of denim, all kinds of things in between. Oh dear, there's box number 20 with a fine hat on top. I love that old hat. And we even have these little racky thingies that somebody constructed. And hanging from them, we have more, whether it be, there's some muslin mock-ups that belong to clients possibly. But then, you know, more of the, my aim is to get rid of the paper, the cardboard, and yeah, just eliminate cardboard as much as possible in my storage. And back there is, you got this layer, but then back there is that layer. And then you walk out of this aisle, and I do have a setup here, a little cardboard interesting table that I can sort things on, which I'm in the process. I sorted out some things and I've pulled out patterns, some of my fall stuff, getting ready to have a garage sale. So once the garage sale is done, if you want me to show you that, I can. I love these old milk crates, which are going to become storage for folded fabrics and whatever. Oh, look at that. What is that? Wolverine. Ooh, that might go on eBay, huh? And I mean, just look at these coats, silk pieces. I mostly do, you know, natural fabrics to the best of my, oh, here's one of my, where is it? Oh, where is that thing? One of my favorite pieces. Oh yeah, this coat. Look at the colors in that coat. That is going to get recycled. And here's another one. It was a raincoat from back in the day. Look at that pattern. Love it. I already picked a accent fabric. Yeah, there's just a ton of things. This was my sister's getaway dress when she got married. I don't know if you find this interesting, but it's just, I started to tear it apart and do something with it. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to whack it back together and give it to her sweet baby granddaughter. I'll wash it up and everything. And then as you go back across that way, I won't spend too much more time. My grandmother's bottle doll she made right there. She used to make those. And my brother's hat. Yeah, just all those boxes contain some type of fabric. And back there is another rack containing whatever, velvet, another beautiful coat. Just look at this, you guys. There must be 1,000 projects in here. And I don't know maybe some of you might know. This might be what they call bark cloth. I'm not real sure about this one. It feels a little on the thin side for classic bark cloth, but it actually might be. I'm like, what do you do with a floral print like that? I like the fabric, however, I wouldn't wear it. I don't really want it in my home. Maybe it'll go in the garage sale. Anyway, there's something for you to look at and think about. And I got frames out the wazoo. So anyway, now you've seen, when I told you I have a lot to work through, I was not kidding. And my bits of foam end up out here. This probably right here is going to be spliced together for a cushion for the top of a cedar chest. Okay, enough of this for now. Hello, friends and new subscribers. How thankful I am for all of you. I've been in prom season, and while you might be thinking, why aren't you filming that? I mean to tell you, it's not as easy as you'd think, you know, hemming a prom gown. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there showing you how to hem a prom gown and stuff of that nature. So if I were to get a chance, I would try and do that, but it's just too hectic right now. And we happen to have a Sunday in April. It's cold, and I thought, well, let's just take a break. Let's make some tea. I'm doing goldenrod because it's allergy season, and you may know that goldenrod is not the thing you're allergic to. It's the thing that will help you with allergies. And I'm adding some clove. The two things together will help with breathing, throat. Have you ever come inside lately with your throat feeling a little funny? Like, I don't know if they're spraying something or whatever, but it's weird. It's getting weird. So, isn't that cute? My sister got me that. So anyway, tea time. And while we're at it, you may have just watched, I went ahead and put it at the beginning of this video, the little tour I may have promised you of my storage area. That's not all my fabric. That is a lot of scrap sort of and vintage clothing, bits and bobs that I will use. But now I have a whole lot of folded yardage or yardage that's been hung. Some of it's out there. Some of it is in another room right here in the house. So anyway, oh my goodness, you guys, it's just so much. And every time you're probably this way too. Every time I pick a piece up, I'm like, I know just what I want to do with that. You have that too? Oh my, yeah. And you know, then the question comes to mind, how many sweaters can you knit in a lifetime? I don't knit, but we're talking about sewing things up. So anyway, I just am a little bit overwhelmed. While I like the stuff and I am sorting through the stuff, it's taken me a long time, because if you've ever, you know, probably maybe you've had loss in your life and estates that you had to deal with, and I happen to be that person who the locals will say, hey, Miss Connie, my mom was a sewer and she left behind this room full of stuff. Would you like it? And sometimes they'll pare it down, sometimes they won't. But in the end, I end up with a lot of it, like I showed you in one of my original videos of the estate review. There's more than one of those hanging around. Now, I do try to skim off stuff that I have zero interest in and move it on, but a lot of times, you know, yeah, they're giving me stuff that's pretty nice, and I'm pretty sad at getting rid of it. But that's where all this list of projects come in that I can do. Oh, it's so cold today. I'm wearing my blue sweater from the Sweaters Are Dope video. Oh, it feels perfect today. And of course a hat because it's so windy and cold outside, and bad hair, whatever. But yeah, I just thought I'd take a minute and you can see my embarrassment about that storage area, but we're going to get that cleaned up. I already have a rack that gets mounted from the rafters. I've used it before in another storage unit. I've got to get it mounted, but I'm kind of afraid to do it by myself. I sort of feel like I need a spotter. I could probably do it by myself, but I'm thinking I need a spotter. So I'm searching. Yeah. So anyway, that's about all we have for this video. You know I've been busy with prom. It's over this coming weekend, and then I think I've got some really good projects I can show you. So it's gonna be fun. And thanks for your patience. And if you are interested in sharing, liking, subscribing, if you're seeing this, that would be awesome. Here's to it. Happy Sunday.